Hi guys! So today, as you can see from the title, I got my nipples pierced. It was quite the experience, I can say that. Um, I'm still very sore at the moment. It's the ride home from the piercing shop was quite bad. The bus kind of jumped up and down, so it wasn't very comfortable. Okay, so let's begin. On a scale of 1 to 10, the pain I experienced, I would like to say about 8.5 or maybe even a 9. So it's very high for me. It usually is higher for women. And yeah, so my sternum was also like an 8.5, a 9, so yeah. And this time I got both of my nipples pierced, and when I got my sternum done I only got one, so this was even worse. And the second one, I can't even say that the second piercing hurt more. Usually it does, but this time I think they hurt equally as much. The pain, it was something I hadn't really felt before. It was an extremely sharp pain. Usually when I get piercings, you know, I can understand like that the needle is going in, I can feel it, but I've never felt something so sharp. I can't explain it, I don't know why. Probably because it's just there are so many nerves and it's so tender, but like it was such a weird experience. I have really never ever felt something like that. So yeah, at first when the needle went in, like just a little bit, I was like, okay, is this it? Like it doesn't hurt at all. But when the needle got to like the middle part, even though like the area that you're gonna pierce is very like, you know, thin, you can like, it will seem like a very long period while the needle is going through, even though it's like done in a second. But again, that second seems to like a minute basically, or a longer period anyway. And when it got to the middle part, it got so bad, it got to the 9 point, and I was like, holy shit, my whole body kind of went back. It was so painful. So this has to be done by an experienced piercer, because otherwise they probably would have, I don't know, slipped, or the tongue, I don't know what. Well, yeah, maybe the needle wouldn't have gone through very well, and just like, yeah, I didn't stand still, that's like the main thing. So, and you probably aren't as well. When I worked at Alternadiiva, I saw quite a few nipple piercings, and none of them were just like standing still. All of them like shook a little bit, or, you know, had some movement of the body. So you can expect that, and the piercer should expect that too. And yeah, so it was very painful, that part. And then the needle went fully through, and I was like, what I did, what I don't normally do, but it's very important that you do it, this does kind of make it less painful, is when the needle is going through, just look at it for a moment, or tell the piercer to say when the needle is going through, and then you have to exhale during the time the needle goes through. You will feel less pain that way, and I did it this time and it truly helped. I think I never have done it. I usually just kind of like breathe in and then don't exhale at all. So yeah, but kind of try to calm your nerves, and then just try to get your breathing right. So yeah, it only hurt for a couple of seconds. Like, don't worry that it's like a major pain that you can't get over. Like, don't worry, it's like any piercing. However, changing of the jewelry hurt quite a lot. Like, we didn't use any Vaseline or any like lubricant, but maybe if you use lubricant, maybe it won't be that painful. But yeah, changing the jewelry was pretty painful for me. They do start to bleed, like even if they, like my ones also, they didn't bleed while I was getting them done, and like a couple of seconds afterwards when I got dressed and stuff, like they didn't bleed. I put some tissues in the bra, and just to if there is any bleeding, if there is any bleeding, then the teachers will catch it. You can also put band-aids, like very big band-aids, but those hurt kind of, like they hurt a lot when you take them out. Well, rip them off basically. So yeah, so yeah, but they do start to bleed in a couple of minutes, like they will bleed. There are a few risks. First thing, that they might kind of migrate and reject, but it's not a very common thing if you don't like rip it all the time and stuff, if it doesn't kind of well, if you basically take care of it. And the second thing is that they might kind of, the white liquid that comes out of every piercing, which isn't pus, it's totally normal, that may happen for a very long time, and that may like keep happening basically forever. Like that's something my piercer told me. I haven't researched this particular thing myself. I will look it up, but that is one of the risks, that the nipple may secrete that white liquid for a long time. So the jewelry I used was a 1.2 millimeter straight barbell. It was pretty long. It all depends on the size of your nipple and like what is your kind of history with swelling, and that is something you have to discuss with the piercer. It is also okay to put a 1.6 millimeter straight barbell in, and my piercer actually said that a 1.6 millimeter barbell might actually kind of help the healing process more. I'm not quite sure about that. Most of my piercings are 1.2, and like it doesn't make a big difference, but if your piercer suggests putting a bigger barbell in, or thicker one, then listen to them. My piercer said that it's okay if I put a 1.2 millimeter in, and you know, that's why I was okay with it. But if she had said put a bigger one in, I would have. Also, you can put like the curved barbells or the banana bars in, but mostly for women, my piercer said that she uses the straight one, so again, that's why I took that one. So I'm extremely happy that I got it done. It was, like I said, a very different experience. I have been wanting my nipples pierced for a really long time, and that was also one of the surprise piercings, because I didn't know when I was getting it done. I knew that I wanted to, but if I would have said like, okay, so I'm getting my nipples pierced in like my last video, people probably would have like started to pressure me, or I would have felt pressure that I need to go now. But it had to be kind of like spontaneous, and I needed to be ready for it. So that's why I didn't really say which piercing I was gonna get. So I'm so happy I got it done. This time actually, because I've gotten so many piercings, my adrenaline does get high, but it doesn't get like extremely high anymore. I think one thought that passes through all of our minds before getting a piercing is like, maybe I shouldn't do it today, maybe I should just wait a little bit longer. But trust me, you're gonna be pretty sad that you didn't get it done like on that day. Like, I thought when I was driving to the piercer, I was like, okay, maybe I'll go tomorrow, or maybe I'll go later today or something. And then I was like, no, when I come back, when I go home now, I'm gonna be so sad that I didn't get them done. And trust me, the pain will be only for like maximum a minute, and the sharp pain will be for a couple of seconds, and maybe the soreness, the tenderness, it will be for a minute, and then you will kind of accept it, your body will accept it, and your adrenaline will go down, and it's all over. So you don't have to worry that it's something extremely painful or extremely weird. And like, if you really want to get it done, then you will find the strength to live through the pain, and you will accept it. So yeah, so that was my experience. Hopefully it helped somebody. Sorry I couldn't provide a video of me actually getting my nipples pierced. There are some videos up on YouTube. I have checked also about females and males, so you can go check those. But this was my experience. Now if you do have any questions about this piercing, please leave them down below, and I'll be happy to answer them. So yeah, see you guys soon. Bye!